Welcome to Rewatch First Watch Side Star Gunbuster Episode 6. I am your first watcher, Keyblade Spirit.
And I'm Lumia, and I'm rewatching Gunbuster.
That she is. That you are.
Yes.
This is the finale of Gunbuster before we move on to the rest of the Aim for the Top franchise. DIEBUSTER. Yes, well, it's the next. It's a sequel, but it's like the next. It's the next installment.
It is.
Yes.
What were your thoughts?
Well, Young's finally cool in my eyes. The red-haired bully girl.
Yeah.
I finally like her. Took me a while. I finally remember her name. That's pretty cool.
I only liked her after Super Robot Wars T. That's the only time I actually started to like her.
Oh, is she in Super Robot Wars?
Yeah, in specifically Super Robot Wars T, they read, but the entire gimmick of Super Robot Wars is that they go through a bunch of mecha series storylines at the same time.
Oh, I see.
Think of a giant crossover of like Gundam, Gunbuster, not in T, but well, actually, Amuro does meet Domon, and they all meet. I think Tezuka or Tezuka, the guy who pilots Mazinger.
The mangaka of Astro Boy, right?
No, like I think the guy who pilots Mazinger.
Okay, I see.
think that's his name. I forget.
Okay. So there's our first plug. Go play Super Robot Wars.
Unironically, if you like mecha, yes. If you have not played Super Robot Wars games, it's just Fire Emblem, but with giant robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anyway, Monkey. Most of what I liked, or most of my notes, are just like cool little details that I noticed.
Like the whale?
I didn't notice the whale.
Yeah, there's a little whale in one of the spaceships in like space armor.
That's cool.
It
That's
was
sick.
Cool. Yeah.
I want more of that guy now. I didn't even know he was there, but I want more of him.
But can go on things you liked.
Okay, I liked how when Amino brought the picture of Kimiko's daughter to show to Noriko, it's just a hologram, and it looked like one of those visual framing gags where she's, but no, she's actually there, it is diegetically a hologram, and I didn't pick up on that until we saw it from behind. I thought that was pretty cool.
It's nice.
And I like that they didn't really comment on the fact that it was a hologram. It's just there, and it's a hologram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
This episode was. Yeah. I really like the There's like this little dialogue of the captain and one of his lieutenants, I guess.
Yeah.
And he asks him if he believes in God. The guy says no, so I'm just refer to him as an atheist right now. And throughout this episode, he just pretty much becomes a religious guy by the end of it, just through a few lines of dialogue, which I thought was cute. he says the heavens have forsaken us, etc., etc.
That's pretty cool.
That's how I choose to interpret that scene, because I think that's really cool.
Yeah, he just gets a whole Christian conversion character arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not a Christian myself, but I thought that was a really cool sequence.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if this has any meaning or not, but when we finally saw Kimiko as a real old lady, and her daughter was probably about about Noriko's age. She looks almost just like Noriko.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if she was meant, if like Kimiko raised her to be like Noriko,
She might
or if
have.
that's
Even
what
after,
like that could be what that's implying visually.
yeah. Though I mean, based on how the story goes, it seems like she won't have to be like Noriko in the sense of having to be a warrior.
Yeah, I don't mean like that. I just mean
Uh
like Noriko seems like the kind of person that a lot of people should aspire to be like.
I think so. I think Noriko has a lot of good aspects of her character. Like she's constantly pushing herself. She's constantly trying to be the best version of herself to she makes up for her faults by working really hard.
Yeah.
I think everyone should try to be a little bit like Noriko if they can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And her character in this episode obviously, has the ultimate climax of her character being going from the coward afraid to die of, in a sense, accepting death at the end of her adventure.
Yeah.
Where she self-sacrifices herself in a sense because, in a sense, her life is effectively over because she's going to not be able to see everyone she knew when she goes into the black hole and loses everyone except for her, One-sama.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's so far. Like by the end, we're so far removed from her time that we may as well think of that as an afterlife.
Yeah. Throughout the entire series, she's been constantly being more and more isolated, as we've seen.
Yeah.
She's been isolated from her classmates. She's been isolated from part of the crew after she left for 6 months. And then she was isolated from her own best friend, or both her best friends.
Yeah.
Because she left for 15 years. And she's been like in the military for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Or I think, no, about a year and a half, actually. I think her life, it's only been about a year and a half. So she's only 19 to 20, I think, by the end of this entire story.
Wow. That's very young, and compared to Amina, she's what, like 35? 33.
30.
Wow.
Yeah, because she was 18, and there's a 6-month time skip, and then we skip 15 years.
Okay, yeah.
So
I didn't even pick up that she was 18 at the beginning.
I just assumed she was, because that would make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Just my guess. I really love this episode. It's such a heartwarming episode it's sad because it's in a sense like the end of whenever a character has to self-sacrifice, it's generally the most emotional things for me. Because to me, that's like the ultimate sacrifice is oneself. And that's pretty much what Noriko and Amino do is yeah, it's so sad. Oh, they sacrifice everything for everyone. And when they come back and they see the welcome back.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
every time.
Yeah. And speaking of that, this probably wasn't like a world building thing, but I noticed that the welcome back, the Okaeri Nasai, that was spelled entirely in katakana.
What would that mean in this situation?
I'm not sure if it would mean anything, but I'm pretty sure that Okaeri Nasai is usually spelled in hiragana.
I see.
And so
my Japanese is very bad. So.
Yeah. So I don't want to do theory crafting on this, but it kind of implies that maybe the language has evolved such that katakana is just more commonly known, or the only writing system.
Maybe.
Something like that.
I would imagine in this society, they would make it easy for our heroes to understand when they came back.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we
Because
yeah. Because we don't really know how long it took them to get back for them.
no, we know 12,000. It took them 12,000 years
Yeah, but for them.
on Earth.
No, no, for
Oh,
yeah. Like we don't
I'd
really know the
imagine.
time scale
I'd
for
imagine. Probably they probably got back within a reasonable amount of time.
okay.
I mean, they said. I don't think it was that long for them, honestly. It just not because considering how space travel seems to work, it seemed like at best maybe a few years passed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I don't know. It would be pretty sad if it took them a century for them to get back, and for Young is like red hair girl again. Young,
Jung. Yeah, Jung.
Young. Yeah, if it took like centuries for Jung to get back just so she could fail to deliver the letter to Kimiko's daughter, that just seems a little.
Yeah,
You
okay. So it probably didn't yeah. Like and I'm pretty sure they didn't have any food in the gunbuster.
know.
So,
Oh, how long it took for them in the Gunbuster?
yeah.
I think it was just a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
think on there because they don't seem to have aged at all. I'd imagine it had literally been like maybe an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
I thought you meant for like the main crew.
Oh no, we were talking about the welcome home.
Oh,
And I was gonna posit.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah, I was gonna posit something like maybe they had, like the people on Earth couldn't know. Maybe they forgot how to read hiragana somehow in the amount of time it took. But who
Huh?
knows? There's probably not much. It's possible that katakana was just easier to animate that sequence with.
Maybe. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Um, this episode's all in black and white, by the way, for context,
Yeah.
and I like it. I like it a lot. It makes us, I guess, feel more epic. I guess.
Yeah.
There's some really good animation cuts in this, specifically when Noriko does another stupidly famous action as she continues to do being one of the most iconic visually characters ever, where she
Yeah.
rips her the chest of her mech off, and because the mech is tied to her physical movement, she ends up actually ripping off her shirt.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's literally badass.
Yeah. I don't know how she was able to rip the heart-looking thing out of the degeneracy generator out of the gunbuster without reaching into herself, though.
Mm,
Yeah, like that's a tiny nitpick that doesn't matter. But I thought of it and it hasn't left my mind.
rule of cool. It just looks cool. I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a big believer in the rule of cool, and Gunbuster, I think, agrees with me.
Yeah, it literally is rule of cool. It just,
Yeah.
ooh, it bothers me. Just a little bit.
I hate you. I hate you for that bothering you.
No, don't do that.
For literally the best, one of the best robot anime ever.
Yeah. There was a sequence. Like, I think it was the fight before they went to the,
Buster Machine.
yeah, to become the fuse for the black hole bomb.
Yeah, the 18-minute fight that we didn't get to see. Well, we see it, but it's a montage.
Yeah, that montage. That sequence was like the last episode of Evangelion, but good. Like, stylistically speaking. Because like, based on that, it looks like it's just scanned or photographed images of the storyboard.
Yeah, there's some cool extra effects on, like a little wavy aesthetic. It looked cool. It looked cool.
Yeah, I liked that, and that probably wasn't the reason for the black and white, but it sort of helped the black and white effect to have purpose.
Yeah.
And another thing on the black and white, it's like I feel like a lesser show would have done it in color and then put on a black and white filter because they wouldn't have been sure what parts they wanted to be black and white or whatever. But this, everything seems composed specifically with the monochromatic effect in mind.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
It just looks good. This entire anime looks good. This anime is so beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
It has some of the best animation ever. This entire anime. I love Gunbuster so much.
Yeah, it's good.
I wish there was more just really well animated things like OVAs. Just make short things that are really good rather than long things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Old thing.
What are your final thoughts?
Yeah. My final thoughts are I like it. Easy 9 out of 10.
Oh, we're giving her a score? Okay, cool.
Yes.
This is my big rewatch. This is better than my previous score before I went into it. 10 out of 10.
Damn. I'm gonna look forward to rewatching this at some point.
As you should. The show only gets better the more you rewatch it.
So it's like K-On! Is what you're saying.
Yes, except I think K-On! Is slightly better.
Really?
I like ranking everything. I love K-On!, okay? Like it's
That's
just so
fair.
cute. All the characters are great and just pretty. And I'm getting off topic. No,
I think we've made a good comparison here.
Yeah.
Gunbuster is like K-On! But for mecha.
I have a better comparison.
That's our final evaluation. No, there is no better comparison.
I got a better one. Though.
Okay, what's the better one?
K-On! Is the Gunbuster of Slice of Life.
That's possible too.
I think that's funnier sounding.
Yeah, but I feel like it yeah. Okay, K-On! Is like Gunbuster but with music instead of mecha.
Well, I mean, Macross.
No, instead of mecha.
Macross Delta.
Now we're sticking with the K-On! Comparison.
Macross Delta barely uses its mecha side. It's mainly just an idol show. You in the audience, tell us.
Yeah.
Macross or K-On!?
Yes. What is the Gunbuster of music? Macross or K-On!? Those are the only two answers.
Unironically, yes.
What else is there?
Go watch Gundam too.
Yes. Watch Gunbuster if you haven't already. Why haven't you? This is spoilers.
If you've gotten to this point, they probably have watched Gunbuster. Let's be real.
That's true. So go watch Gunbuster again. And
then Gundam.
Yes, and then Gundam. OG Gundam.
Then Zeta.
Yes, then Zeta Gundam. Cowards. Then Double Zeta.
No, don't watch Double Zeta. Double Zeta bad.
But it's UC.
Okay, but it's not an anime.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Double Zeta is not an anime, so it doesn't count.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Noriko's really hot.